नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिके। ॐ अज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णविष्टाय भूतले प्रभुपादाति प्रिय श्री गिरिराजाय स्वामिने सुभक्तारास बिहारीभ्यं भक्तिवेशात्मदायिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णविष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्री गुरु जिनतारणम। Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 3, Text 26. So we'll complete this chapter today. Evam vimrishya sudhiyo bhagavatyanan. Let's try another. एवं विमृश्य सुधियो भगवच्चनन्ते सर्वात्मना विदधते खलु भावयोगं ते मे न दण्डमर्हत्यथ यद्यामीशं स्यात् पातकं यदपि हन्त्योरुगायवादः। So this is Yamaraj. Yamaraj instructing his agents about the laws of dharma. So we have seen that there are two types of law of dharma. One for the ordinary people and one for those who take shelter of Krishna, Narayan, Vishnu, the Vaishnavas. So ordinary dharma people are just doing it like for namesake. So there is some result, but this
garland I kept for you.
And Damodar. Oh, very good. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yes, and so, but Harinam Sankirtan is a higher dharma. So let's read this. So now Yamaraj is giving his conclusion. Considering all these points, therefore, intelligent men decide to solve all problems by adopting the devotional service of chanting the holy name of the Lord, who is situated in everyone's heart with, and who is a mine of all auspicious qualities. Such persons are not within my jurisdiction for punishment. Generally, they never commit sinful activities, but even if by mistake or because of bewilderment or illusion they sometimes commit sinful acts, they are protected from sinful reactions because they always chant the Hare Krishna mantra. So this is about the potency of chanting the holy name. And here, Yamaraj is saying that Yajnavalkya, I think we read in the previous verse, right? Yajnavalkya and Jaimini, see all those great philosophers who are guiding the ordinary man's religious life. You know, like the law of karma, like, you know, there's a problem, they show the Janma Patri, then there is this problem. So this is all Jaimini and Yajnavalkya, and they are prescribing the remedies, right? But here, Yamaraj is saying that they are not very intelligent, right? They are not, and so, but those who are, so why they are not very intelligent is because they are focusing only on attainment of Swarga, or they are focusing on Dharma or Kam Moksha. They are not focusing on becoming devotee of Krishna. So therefore, we read somewhere we read that where is it? Their method is often ineffective. That's why people get frustrated. Where is it? Oh, did we read? We read text 26, right?
We did text.
Yeah, we did 26, but let's read this again. Oh God. A pure devotee is one whose intelligence is clear. He is truly thoughtful because he engages in the service of the Lord, not as a matter of show, but with love with his mind, words, and body. Non-devotees may make a show of religion, but this is not very effective, all right? So when we just go to the temple, church, mosque, everything, and we do all this, like just to make a show of religion, and actually our mind is somewhere else, right? We're praying, so-called, our mind is somewhere else. We are not actually so many people come to the temple, they never notice who's on the altar. I have someone who told me, oh, there's Ramchandra in your temple, I didn't see. Yes, I didn't see. So people come, they take darshan, but their mind is not aware. All right? So here Prabhupada is saying they're just making a show. Non-devotees may make a show of religion, but it is not very effective. So that's why people think, oh, what's the use of going to the temple? You know, there's no result from it. Why should I go? Right? No result. So here Prabhupada is saying, because they're making a show of religion. So there's no reciprocation. Such persons are neglecting their religious duties and are punishable by Yamaraj. So these people, they continue the path. Whatever is there in their mind, they continue on that path, and they receive no result, and they continue to do their sinful activities, and therefore they are punishable by Yamaraj. But real devotees, pretty? You want pretty? You want to sit here? Hmm? Okay. All right. Yeah, so, but devotees who commit sinful acts, which he may do unwillingly or accidentally because of his former habits, is excused. All right? See the difference? So two type of person are coming and standing in front of Radha Ras Bihari, right? One is just, his mind is somewhere else. He's not absorbing, right, of actually where he is. He's not connecting with the deities. He's just making for sure, okay, how to go, whatever, right? Actually, even those people who are in distress or whatever, when they connect with Krishna, there is reciprocation, right? But those who are just coming here, Prabhupada saying, just making a show of religion, and when they commit sinful activities, they get the full result of their activities. But devotees, it is minimized. Very fast they come out of it. Right? Very fast, like Ajamil we read now. So text 27. Te deva siddha parigita pavitra gatha ye sadhava samadrisho bhagavat prapanaha tanno pasidata hare gadaya bhiguptan Nesham bhayam na cha bhaya prabhavama dande. My dear servants, please do not approach such devotees, for they have fully surrendered to the lotus feet of the Supreme Person of Godhead. They are equal to everyone, and their narrations are sung by the demigods and the inhabitants of Siddhaloka. Meaning, if a devotee even commits a mistake, a grave mistake, here he is not belittled. Right? Why? Because these devotees are preachers. All right? In the purport, Prabhupada will write about this. They are equal to everyone, meaning that they are preachers. And their narrations are sung by the demigods and the inhabitants of Siddhaloka. So they're praised. They're praised even by the Siddhas. Please do not even go near them. They are always protected by the club. All right. Where is it? Gada. All right, the Gada. So don't come even near them. The club of the Supreme Person of Godhead is protecting them. And therefore, Lord Brahma and I, and even the time factor, just see, Kala. Kala, I read somewhere, heard somewhere, means Lord Shiva, which is destruction. Meaning they are not destroyed, they are not demolished if a proper devotee commits some mistake. Right? So they are always protected by the club of the Supreme Person Godhead, and therefore Lord Brahma and I, and even the time factor, Vayaha, are not competent to chastise them. Just see how protected a devotee is, right? In purport, in effect, Yamaraj warned his servants, my dear servants. See, the thing is that there has to be some shelter, right? There has to be some shelter, because whoever has taken birth in this material world has faults, right? And if a devotee is trying to come out, right? And if some mistake happens, even then, the danda of Yamaraj is waiting for them, then what's the use? Where's the shelter? Right? Where's the shelter? If we are devotees to be thrashed like everybody else, then what's the use of taking shelter of the Supreme Lord? There has to be some special consideration for them. Don't you say like this, we are life members, we are this, that, why don't you give us, special pass, right? Everybody, right? Bhakta Vatsala. Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. So some mistake we make, but Bhakta Vatsala, right? Your own family member. Yes, so Yamaraj told his servants, my dear servants, despite what you have done previously to disturb the devotees, henceforward you should stop. All right? Maybe before. Actually, mistakes also happen among the devas. I don't know where I heard it. That, yes. It's Prabhupada speaking about Mahatma Vidur. So Mahatma Vidur was uh, Yamaraj, right? He was Yamaraj. He overpunished someone. He overpunished a rishi in his childhood. And the rishi, when he's more powerful than Yamaraj, he cursed Yamaraj. You don't know how to judge. All right, you don't know how to judge. So you take birth in the womb of a Shudrani. So that's how he was born as Mahatma Vidur. Because he's Yamaraj, right? So he knows the laws of dharma. So Prabhupada said that even in the society of demigods, sometimes there is some mistake here and there, right? So therefore, we must take shelter of Krishna. Sometimes we may feel it's unfair, right? Many times. Huh? Well, many times we may be wrong in thinking it's unfair, because maybe we deserve it. But sometimes it could happen that it was actually unfair, right? So Krishna will take care. You follow? So, the actions of devotees who have surrendered unto the lotus feet of the Lord and who constantly chant the holy name of the Lord are praised by the demigods and the residents of Siddhalok. Those devotees are so respectable and exalted that Lord Vishnu personally protects them with a club in his hand. All right? Whoever we may be, whether we are a big leader, leaders are more prone or more targeted, right, to mistakes, accidents. Whether we are a big leader or we are just a small bhakta, us, who are struggling to control the senses, it doesn't matter. The club of Lord Vishnu is protecting the devotees. And therefore, here Prabhupada is saying, they're so respectable. Meaning Yamudut, don't come there. Or all the troubles. So when troubles come to devotees, these are not ordinary. They're not suffering like ordinary people. So this is explained that the ordinary people, their suffering is called karma, and they are just like the nectar of devotion explained this. So they are actually, we read also somewhere in Bhagavatam. They are like a street urchin. I hope all of you are studying Nectar of Devotion. Yeharaj Swami's got his lectures, Nectar of Devotion. So he explained this. So ordinary people, they are like street urchins, right? Street urchin, when they do something wrong, the police will catch them and beat them up, right? The devotees, when they do something wrong, they are like the prince. All right? They are like the prince who does something wrong and he's corrected by the king. All right? He's corrected by the king. The other one is just straight misery inflicted by the harsh laws of nature. And the devotee who's like the prince is corrected by the Supreme Father. The Supreme Father himself is corrected. All right? So when we undergo some type of suffering, so especially if we have taken Diksha, meaning we have taken shelter of Guru, we are in the Guru Parampara, we are directly under the care of the Supreme Lord. Oh my God. I think this garland is bringing all the ants everywhere.
That means devotees who suffer due to some reason, that is not a karma.
No. It is purification. It is, we are reading all this now. It is elimination of karma. Elimination of karma. And it is reduced. It is reduced. The karma is 100% reduced. Just token punishment. Therefore, regardless of what you have done at this time, henceforth you should not approach such devotees, otherwise you will be killed by the club of Lord Vishnu. Meaning you have no right. Very strong instruction to the Yamduta and all the sufferings inflicted by the agents of Yamduta. Say, because the club of Lord Vishnu, you'll be killed by the club of Lord Vishnu. This is my warning. Lord Vishnu has a club and chakra to punish non-devotees. Do not risk punishment by attempting to disturb the devotees. Not to speak of you, if even Lord Brahma or I were to punish them, Lord Vishnu would punish us. Therefore, do not disturb the devotees any further. All right, so be surrendered devotees. Be dependent on the Supreme Lord. Do whatever Prabhupada has prescribed for us, right? Chanting, hearing, whatever seva we are able to do. Satsanga, Archana. Text 28. Tan anayadhvamasato vimukhan mukunda Padaravinda makarandara ajashram Nishkinchane paramahamsa kulera sangyer Jushtad grihe niraya vartamani baddha trishnan. Paramahamsas are exalted persons who have no taste for material enjoyment and who drink the honey of the Lord's lotus feet. My dear servants, bring to me for punishment only persons who are averse to the taste of that honey. All right, so if we are attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who do not associate with Paramhamsa and who are attached to family life and worldly enjoyment, which form the path to hell. All right. Meaning that if we don't worship the Supreme Lord, we are simply attached to family life and worldly enjoyment. This form the path to hell. I just heard, today Prabhupada's class was speaking about how the brahmachari is trained how to enter Grihastha ashram. You see, actually best is not to enter Grihastha ashram, but in case, so the brahmacharis are trained to control the mind and senses. But in case this is not possible, then he can enter Grihastha ashram. And then he said, but it's not for whole life. It's not for whole life, for 25 years only. He said, then what happens comes Vanaprastha ashram. And if qualified, then sannyasa ashram. So that's why people they hate each other by the time they are in their 50s. Right? Everything is over. So nicely, the system is prescribed, vanaprast, so that we don't kill each other. Right? So there is separation. This is a dharmic separation. This Vanaprastha ashram is a dharmic separation, not divorce. So, whatever it may be, we should tolerate. This is only for 25 years. So, therefore, we shouldn't get married when we are in our 30s. Right? We're 35 years, then getting married. When we're Vanaprastha. Right? Unfortunately, whether it's the girls or the boys, parents are not allowing them to get married before their 30s. Because they think they should establish themselves successful in life. Right? Because they have They think that life is meant for worldly enjoyment, which form the path to hell. So the age for marriage, children get married, not adults. Children get married. 16 and 23. Children get married. So, purport. I mean, in my child, for me, the age I am, that's how it was. 16 and 23. And then the marriage don't break unless there's really some great misfortune. They don't break. Because they're children. They get attached to each other. They get used to living with each other. I'm not seeing any love between husband and wife these days. Previously, I used to see it, when 20 years back, I used to see it between child and parent. I wasn't seeing between, nobody has come and told me they're so in love with their husband or attached to their husband. Nobody has told me this or seen it. Very few, very few. But they were duty bound. They were duty bound. So they continued, they did everything, but it becomes a pain because there's no vanaprast. So vanaprast, if we follow the system, the Vedic system, then meaning vanaprast, there is a change of activity. It means that I'm sitting again, going through the whole thing again and again in family life. We're ready to kill each other. Whereas at that age, now you start traveling. Right? Vanaprast means to travel to holy places. Because then you become detached from this material world. You do so many types of pious deeds when you go to holy places. You sit in satsanga. You don't just take bath in the holy rivers. You go and sit down in satsanga. You learn. And the result of your work also you give in donation. So then you're peaceful. But here Prabhupada Yamaraj is saying, my dear servants, bring to me for punishment only persons who are averse to the taste of that honey. They don't care for Lord Vishnu. They don't see any rasa in relating with Lord Vishnu, the charan of Lord Vishnu. Padaravinda Makarananda. Pada Aravinda, the lotus feet, Makarananda, the honey, Rasat, the taste, Ajashram, continuously, Nishkinchane, by persons completely free from material attachment. Yeah, so those people who do not associate with Paramahamsas and who are attached to family life and worldly enjoyment, which form the path to hell. Purport. After warning the Yamadutas not to approach the devotees, Yamaraj now indicates who is to be brought before him. He specifically advised the Yamadutas to bring him the materialistic persons who are attached to household life merely for sex. So that's why when they get bored with one person, they pick up somebody else. They're looking for rasa, or enjoyment, and they don't get it, and they throw away the other person. But they are not ready to find the ras in Krishna's lotus feet. Padaravinda Makarananda Prasad. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Yan Maithunadi Grihamedhi Sukham Hitucham. People are attached to household life for sex only. They are always harassed in many ways by their material engagements. And their only happiness is that after working very hard all day and at night, they sleep and indulge in sex. Nirayar hiridayate naktam vyavayena chavavayah. At night, materialistic householders sleep or indulge in sex life. Diva chate haya rajan kutumbha bharene navaha. During the day, they're busy trying to find out where money is, and if they get money, they spend it to maintain their families. Yamaraj specifically advises his servants to bring these persons to him for punishment and not to bring the devotees, who always lick the honey at the lotus feet of the Lord, who are equal to everyone who try to preach Krishna consciousness because of sympathy for all living entities. Devotees are not liable to punishment by Yamaraj, but persons who have no information of Krishna consciousness cannot be protected by their material life of so-called family enjoyment. Srimad Bhagavatam says 2.14. Dehapatya kalatradhishu atma shenye shavasvapi tesham pramato nidhanam pashyanapi na pashyati. Such persons constantly believe that their nations, communities, or families can protect them, unaware that all such fallible soldiers will be destroyed in due course of time. In conclusion, one should try to associate with persons who engage in devotional service 24 hours a day. So I heard Prabhupada's lecture this morning. I think the lecture was about the Vanik, the Vanik, the business class people. So that verse was saying that the Vanik, he is so mad that he put his life at risk just to earn money. He does all types of cheating, that the police is after him or the government is after him. He goes in jail, right? Or whatever he does, he's so foolish, so mad after money, that he doesn't care about the Padaravinda Makarananda Rasat. So Prabhupada says Brahmanas, they don't care about money, right? They want to know the Supreme Lord Mukunda. Vimukhan Mukunda. So those Vanik, they are Vimukha. They have turned against Mukunda, right? This is why, so the Vanik, so there are different types of, Prabhupada call them thieves. Bhagavatam is saying they're thieves. How they're thieves? They're always trying to get money out of you. Day and night they're only thinking how can they remove money from you, right? So this is why in this Varnashram system, there's Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudras, right? The, what do you call this? The only hope for this Vanik is their donation. With their donations, all temples have been set up and are being run. Right? They are the ones, they are said to be the belly, right? They maintain the entire society. The Brahmanas, they are giving knowledge. The Kshatriyas, they are holding the country safe. Right? When Kshatriyas become mercantile, right? When they themselves become sense enjoyment, they become useless. Right? And, but if the Raja or Raja Rishi, they are saintly kings, they follow the instructions of the Brahmanas and they rule the citizen, they protect the citizen from thieves, right? From thieves, from criminals. So here those who are Vimukhan Mukunda, who are against the service, the lotus feet of Mukunda. So Yamaraj say, bring them, right? And in my poor ears, How many times I'm hearing, this one is in jail, that one is in jail. Who are they? They're not low-class people, they're Vanik people. Right? They're Vanik people. Unfortunately. And sometimes they just run away to escape punishment. So, text 29. जीवानवक्ति भगवद्गुणनामधेयं चेतश्च न स्मरति तच्चरणारविन्दं कृष्णाय नो नमति यच्चिर एकदापि यध्वम् असत्तो कृत विष्णुकृत्यान्. My dear servants, bring to me only those sinful persons who do not use their tongues to chant the holy name and qualities of Krishna, whose hearts do not remember the lotus feet of Krishna even once, and whose heads do not bow down even once before Lord Krishna. Send me those who do not perform their duties towards Vishnu, who are the only duties in human life. Please bring me all such fools and rascals. So that's why Prabhupada wrote in the previous purport, and taking from the text itself, that the devotees are equal to everyone, meaning they're preachers, right? So everybody knows it's very difficult to make the Vanik. I'm speaking of Vanik because Prabhupada was speaking about that. So the Vanik, they may be ready to give donation, but they're not ready to follow sadhana, right? So therefore we have to appeal to that side of them. Wherever they are, we appeal to that level. And then gradually by association, life membership program, right? This life membership program. How many life members have become devotees? So many, right? By association. They started by giving, right? They got the books, then somehow or other they come to the temple, they get prasadam, they get association, they get somehow or other. So many life members have become devotees. So now let's read this. The word Vishnu Krityan is very important in this verse because the purpose of human life is to please Lord Vishnu. Varnashrama is also